Okay, hi everybody, this is Neosha here, and I'm going to record this video for you sharing a few strategies and methods that you can actually use in your online business, whether you're in business or not, or you just want to expand your presence online, whether you're a blogger, someone just has a really cool website, or however, whatever is making you money or, profiting from and you want more. I'm going to share a few things with you here in this video, so I really hope you find a lot of this helpful. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I know that when I first got online, I've been online for a minute, and I have my own blogs. I make money from certain things, like blogging and writing things for other people, and things like that. So let's get into how you can actually sell like a pro. I created a post on this, so I will have a link to that below in the description bar for y'all to go check out, because I'm not going to share everything in such depth like I did on my post, but you can always check it out just to have that as a template for you or a little outline. So I know that a lot of people, they have bright ideas and they want to really share with other people. They want people to know who they are. Basically, it's like, hey, look what I have, please check it out, buy it. And in reality, you really just can't walk up to someone and be like, hey, I like your shirt, but I have a better one. Take mine, I'll give it to you for $5. In reality, you're not going to get that $5, just like that. So for many first-time entrepreneurs, we're taught to pretty much sell as much as we can, as often as we can. And with a lot of things, whether you're in direct sales or retail or however, people aren't going to always take too kindly to salespeople, even though selling pretty much makes the world go round. And so let's think about it. If you're working in a retail job, you have your little 5 to 8 hours of work, you wouldn't have a paycheck, or you really wouldn't have a job bringing you income unless people came in and bought things from your store or where you work at, right? Same thing. I wouldn't have ice cream if people didn't come and purchase ice cream for me. We wouldn't have that. We wouldn't have cable if people didn't want to buy and purchase cable, So you have to kind of think about these things in detail and how selling really plays a part in life in general, because it's everywhere. You have to sell, you have to make money, you have to profit. The money is just what's keeping the world circulating right now. Okay, I'm going to share with you something that I call the 6 golden solutions. In the 6 golden solutions, there are a few things you want to try to avoid, and as well as a few things that you want to better in those solutions. So I'm going to share that with you right now. Now, you want to avoid feeling pressure. Alright, you don't want to feel like you're pressured to do so much that you have to like push yourselves or bust your behind to meet your goals, because the only thing that's wrong with that, if you're constantly ending your fiscal year or however with the selling activity and you're so desperate to really try and make your numbers, it all comes down to managing your time. Alright, and you're not really thinking about your sales process throughout the entire way. So you want to actually plan ahead and make it seem more natural. Usually, when people have a goal, they'll write it down. You have a goal, let's write it down. I want to make X amount of sales this week. And then you go from there. What is it going to take you to actually make those X amount of sales? Or if you have a blog and you want to, at least connect with some other bloggers. Let's say if you're in the beauty industry. You may, want to connect with people that's already in the beauty industry. Hey, I want to connect with 5 other beauty bloggers this week. Or I want to connect with 5 other tech bloggers this week, on my page. And let's just connect. Let's work together. Let's see what ideas and things we can share. Another thing that you want to avoid is answering questions that people didn't ask you. I honestly had an issue with this in the beginning, and I didn't even realize it. I didn't know that I was, answering questions that people didn't even ask. Because a lot of times when you're, in selling anything, t-shirts, lemonade, however, even in, especially direct sales, especially this, because that's what I'm in for the most part. In direct sales, you really don't want to just answer questions that people have not yet thought of. So it's kind of like you want to avoid saying, like if you're recruiting, you want to avoid saying, are you afraid that you're not going to make any sales? Now, I don't know about anyone else, but if it was me, I would, probably be thinking, oh my God, what are you trying to say? You're saying I'm not going to make sales? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying it's not possible to make sales? You want to try not to just do that. It's easy to scuffle a sale by raising issues that have yet entered a prospect's mind. And a lot of that behavior can come from being afraid of losing a sale. You should never feel like you have to chase down anyone to make a sale. That's just not worth it in the end, all right? So just remember that you cannot read minds, all right? So that's your solution. You cannot read minds. Another thing to avoid, one opinion does not make a consensus. What I mean by that is, just because someone says no doesn't mean it's a death sentence. Alright, it doesn't mean it's like the agreement to every other person that's going to say no to you. You're going to get plenty of people that's going to say no. You're going to get plenty of people that's not going to want to buy from you, or, will be interested in whatever you're offering them. And this is all across the board in anything, whether you're online or not. Just don't take it as, oh God, this person said no. Now what am I going to do? That means the next person's going to say no. The next person's going to say no. You never know. You can go through so many no's until you get a yes. And then that's what all that matters. You're still going to get people that's going to want what you have to offer. So however, just because one person or one company or one distributor or however said no or didn't buy or didn't offer that sponsorship to you, it doesn't mean the next one won't. Alright, another thing to avoid, you want to avoid not protecting the customer's self-esteem, or protecting them, period. So it's like with this one, you want to be persuasive rather than abrasive. Alright, you want to help your customer make a good decision whenever they're purchasing from you, or if they're in your store, or if they're on your website purchasing your jewelry or your makeup or your t-shirts or your training. You want them to have a good feeling of purchasing from you. They need to know that they trust you, that they are going to get the most value out of whatever you're offering to them. The next thing, you want to remain professionally involved but emotionally detached. This is where a lot of people in sales, period, across the board have a problem. Because, yeah, we're human beings, but, you shouldn't let your customers or consumers or people who come to you get to you emotionally, because that will tear you down. Alright? I know this from experience. I have worked in retail before. Before I quit, my jobs and things, you would deal with customers all day long, people who even had issues with you because they didn't bring the right money, or they didn't have the right change, or they don't want to pay something. Don't let people just get to you. Like, I've had a customer a few years back when I was working for Sears. The customer actually came in and, not sure what was going on, but she would touch me and she would blame me and say that my training sucked or someone didn't train me right. And, it was things like that. So a lot of things that she said to me, I could have gotten hurt by, but I didn't, because at the end of the day, you need to realize these are people you don't have to see every day. Okay? So don't allow your sales or anything, or people, negative people even, influence you and get to you emotionally, because that's just going to bring you down later on. The final thing that you want to actually avoid is following everything that every other salesperson does. Now with this is kind of like saying, okay, this is the best salesperson ever, but they have to do so much just to get people to buy from them. You don't want to have to bust your back and do all of these things to get a sale. Okay, you don't have to chase anybody just to get a sale. It's like saying a customer told this awesome salesperson to go jump off a bridge just so they can buy something for $5. And this awesome salesperson goes to jump off a bridge just so that person can buy something for $5. You don't want to be that crazy salesperson. Okay, they might be making a whole bunch of money by doing crazy things, but you want to take the road less traveled, let's say, and, actually build relationships with your customers. Get these people to feel comfortable around you, and if they don't want to buy, you don't want to force them. You don't want to have to force yourself to go jump off a bridge. Not saying literally, but you don't want to literally go jump off a bridge. You just don't want to do anything so crazy to the point where you have to go overboard just to make a sale. You just want to be really humble in general, and into what you're doing, but not to the point where it's just all over the world, you know? So, enough with that. For the solutions to those rebuttals and things like that, just manage your time and plan ahead. Don't try to read no one's mind. One no is not a death sentence. Help with decision making with your customers. Do not take things personally. Okay, and add value, not distrust, because people already feel that salespeople are, sneaky little people. So it's kind of like you don't want to add more distrust if you're trying to do so much, or you're forcing these people to try to make a decision. They don't want to feel like they're inside a box. Okay, so give them more value. Why should they, buy from you? Why should they believe you, rather? So it's kind of like just add value to their lives. Give them what they want. Now, for the 3 marketing methods that you need for your business. You don't necessarily have to be in business, but this is something that you can implement into your website or your blogs, even with any sort of genre of business. Even if you're not even profiting from what you're doing. If you decide that you want to one day profit from what you're doing, then you should definitely implement these. Now, method 1. You want SEO. SEO is search engine optimization. And basically what that is, if you're trying to build yourself online, you want people to know who you are. You want people to see you. You want to be the people who, has a go-to resource. You ever went online and Googled, where can I find the best haircuts or the best hair salon in your area? Usually the front page in our minds are full of people that, hey, they must be the best people because they're on the front page. That's what we're thinking in our minds as a consumer, as a customer, someone seeking what they're offering us. Like, who really goes on Google and goes through all 10 plus pages just to find the best barber in our area? Nobody. Okay, I usually don't go past page 4. Usually, sometimes not even that. Sometimes I'll go up to page 2, maybe 3, and even then I don't read the entire page. And I'm going back to page 1. But yeah, you want search engine optimization. You want to be seen online, and you want to have that direct and authentic traffic to your website and or business. Okay, now what I mean by that, if you type in let's say nail polish, you'll see a lot of the top nail polish websites on Google and things like that. You'll see the best places to buy them. You might even see eBay. I see eBay a lot when I'm searching for things like that. So, things that actually make more sense, that people actually go to more, that have more rank, that have more love on the internet, you want to be one of those people. And it is definitely very possible for you to become one of those people. You want to make use of keyword research. This is how you're going to find those people, how you're going to target your direct and authentic traffic, your audience. Who are the people that you're searching for? What kind of people? If you're someone who has a website or a business that involves a lot of technology, selling gadgets, things like that, you want to target people who are into the same thing you're into. So keywords will probably be technology. What else do a lot of these, gadget-friendly, loving people love to search for? iPhone 5. You can type in like the new iPhone 5 review. There's a lot of people on YouTube that have tech reviews on iPhone 5s and gadgets, iPads, other keywords, tech tips, tech blogging tips, things like this in this area. Something like that. Or for me, if it's dealing with any sort of beauty product or natural hair, I'm typing in natural hair clothing, apparel, the best natural hair products, things like that. You want to just go for the people who research the same thing you reach for. You need that audience just as much as anybody else who is looking for the same thing you're looking for and trying to profit from it. You also want to be seen on the front, better known as the first page of Google. Because again, no one's really going to go into detail and go through all those pages searching for what they're looking for. The first page is definitely where you want to be. Now just take note of this formula. The more traffic you get online, the more leads you actually get. The more leads you earn, which equal more sales, more followers, more likes, more people sharing what you have. Things like that. It works all across the board. Method number 2, social media. Now, this is something that we are all on, and you know it. You watching this video right now, you're on YouTube. YouTube is part of social media. YouTube is a way for a lot of people to make money. A lot of people generate income from this, and a lot of people get famous from YouTube. Other ways of social media, you have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and something that I use called Empire Avenue. This is something, if you're in business, you should definitely be a part of, because Empire Avenue is a great source of backlinks and things like that. So if you're not familiar with the word backlinks, don't worry about it. You have a whole lot to learn, and I can share that with you as well. That'll probably be in future videos. But Empire Avenue is a great way to connect with other people that are also in business and things. And, you help each other out. So I really like that. Also, social media is like free advertising. It's word of mouth. Seriously, it's free advertising. You have people on your Facebook page who are friends. If your friends see that you have something that may be interesting, what do? They'll hit that share button. Let me share what Yosha just posted. This is cool. I want other people to see it. Now, when their friends list actually see that, you're getting exposed to however many friends they have. Think about if their friends share your information, they're exposing it to their friends. The same way with Google Plus or Twitter, when people retweet your comment. You can imagine how many people will see your tweet or how many people will retweet it. That's how I've gotten a lot of my subscribers from my other channel and to my blogs and things like that. People sharing my content. It's free advertising. It's just free things. People like whatever you share. If they're interested in it, they're sharing. So it's free. Not everybody has thousands of dollars to spend on SEO and, advertising. So why not make use of what you're already on every single day already? Method number 3. It's my favorite, content creation. Now, this is where I actually enjoy sharing my information. Content creation plays a major role in a lot of Fortune 500 companies and, their millions and things. Content. People want content. If you have a blog, people come to blogs, come to websites simply because you have some sort of information that they were researching and you popped up, so they're going to click on there and see what you have to say. Chances are your blog will have something that they're looking for. It's going to answer a question that they probably had in their head. It's going to give them the information that they were searching for. And this is how you can connect to people. This is how you can build relationships with people. Now, blogging is a great way to stay connected with your followers, your consumers, future customers, and things like that. Because a lot of people, they might come to your website or your blog one time, find it very valuable, and then come back again until they actually decide to buy from you, or decide to subscribe, or decide to, just be a part of the conversation. So this is very valuable. Content is king online. So if you have not expanded your brand, expanded who you are, you're missing out. Like right now on, YouTube, you have a lot of YouTube gurus, YouTube technology gurus, YouTube beauty gurus, YouTube comedy gurus, people that make all of these crazy, funny, comical YouTube videos. They have websites or blogs. It's pretty much the same thing if you think about it. But a lot of the beauty gurus I know have blogs because they want to connect with the people that subscribe to them. I have a blog. I want to connect with people that subscribe to me. People that enjoy what I share, people that enjoy what I do. This is how you build yourself up online. So just keep in mind that these are things that you want to, if you have not already, implement into what you're doing. Whether you're in business or not. People look at business and think, oh God, I gotta have a Fortune 500 company. Oh Lord. It's not that. It can be anything, really. Take these into consideration when you're wanting to sell like a pro, when you're wanting to, just really profit from what you're doing. Whether it's something small or whether it's something big. You never know who's watching you. You never know who you might come in contact with. It's the beauty of the internet. You can add value. You can connect with people from outside of the United States. Social media is here for free advertising. You can do so much and profit so much that is just infinitely amazing. So definitely go for it. I really hope that this video helped you out a little bit. Again, I will have more detailed information about how to sell like a pro on my blog, so definitely check it out. The link is in the description below. And also, if you're interested in following me on my other channel, you can do so as well. You can find that below here on my channel if you can as well. Also, if you're interested in connecting with me, I will have more of that information below as well. A link to my other YouTube channel you should check out. I'm also on there. So I will see you all in the very next video. Bye.